Is Vanessa Abrams one of your favorite characters from Gossip Girl? Even if she is, there's a chance you don't already know most of the facts we're about to list off here. Either way, stick around for 50 fast facts about the beautiful character who loved rising from the ashes of Brooklyn to defend her viewpoints among Manhattan's elite on the Upper East Side. First, Vanessa's full name is Vanessa Marigold Abrams, according to the Gossip Girl book series. Second, Vanessa grew up on a commune in Vermont before moving to Brooklyn. Third, Vanessa mentions her lesbian sister named Ruby, who performs in a punk rock band, but viewers never get to meet her. Fourth, Vanessa was nicknamed Documentary Girl in Season 1 due to her constant filming. Fifth, Vanessa's first appearance on the show is in an episode called The Handmaiden's Tale, when she climbs through Dan's bedroom window to see him. Sixth, Vanessa was initially jealous AF of Serena upon learning that Dan was crushing on Serena. Seventh, Vanessa recorded incriminating footage of Blair admitting to having sex with Chuck and Nate in the same week, when Vanessa crashed the high school pool party in Season 1. Eighth, in an episode called Roman Holiday, Vanessa submitted one of Dan's stories to The New Yorker. She deserves some credit for the launch of Dan's career as a writer, by the way. Ninth, even while Vanessa had deep romantic feelings for Dan, she helped Serena set up a 3D Winter Wonderland Christmas gift out of the kindness of her own heart. 10th, in desperately seeking Serena, Vanessa realizes she has feelings for Nate Archibald after reading his emotionally vulnerable practice essay for the SATs about his father's imprisonment scandal. They start dating for the first time at that point. 11th, in Woman on the Verge, Georgina Sparks lies to Vanessa and Dan by claiming her name is Sarah so she can befriend them. Dan and Georgina both fell for it at first. 12th, Nate dumps Vanessa for the first time after Bart and Lily's wedding, citing the fact that he doesn't want to subject her to his family's chaos as his reason. 13th, in an episode called Never Been Marcused, Vanessa impresses Rufus Humphrey with her redesign of the gallery. This scene is one of the scenes that made Gossip Girl fans start shipping a romance between Rufus and Vanessa. 14th, Vanessa's advice to Rufus about going on tour with Lincoln Hawk resulted in him rejecting the idea and staying in New York City, even though he could have pursued his musical dreams. 15th, when Vanessa and Nate first wanted to get back together, their connection gets foiled because he was in a messy affair with an older woman named Duchess Catherine Beaton, who was manipulating him with her wealth. 16th, in New Haven Can Wait, Vanessa officially helps Jenny convince Rufus to allow Jenny to be homeschooled. She even sets Jenny up to thrive in a homeschooling environment. 17th, after Blair and Chuck come up with a sick bet to humiliate Vanessa, Vanessa connects with Chuck on an emotional level regarding her hopes to save a historical bar in Brooklyn. 18th, in an episode called The Magnificent Archibalds, Vanessa steals the love letter Nate wrote for Jenny because she doesn't want Jenny to have a chance with Nate. 19th, Vanessa attends the Snowflake Ball as Nate's date, and that's where Jenny sabotages her by sending her in a sheer dress so the crowd would be able to lay eyes on Vanessa's body. Jenny's BS encourages Nate to get back together with Vanessa since he was so disgusted by Jenny's willingness to be a conniving bully. 20th, in an episode called Remains of the J, Nate dumps Vanessa for the third time, claiming that their love story came to a natural end after seeing Vanessa display jealousy over his friendship with his ex-girlfriend, Blair. 21st, in order to make Nate and Blair jealous, Vanessa and Chuck kiss each other in front of them at Jenny's 16th birthday party. 22nd, in an episode called The Goodbye Gossip Girl, Vanessa and Nate get back together and solidify plans to go backpacking through Europe together for the summer. 23rd, in an episode called Reversals of Fortune, Vanessa told Dan she and Nate hooked up one night in Prague, but their backpacking trip didn't exactly pan out the way they originally hoped. 24th, in Reversals of Fortune, it's revealed that Vanessa has sparked a new relationship with a guy named Scott Rawson. 25th, Vanessa enrolls at NYU alongside Dan Humphrey, Blair Waldorf, and Georgina Sparks. 26th, Vanessa got pissed at Dan for living a lifestyle of luxury and opulence with the Vander Woodsons, since she felt like he was abandoning his Brooklyn roots. 27th, in The Freshman, Vanessa makes the conscious decision to forgive Georgina for past lies and fabrications so they can pursue a real friendship as NYU college peers. 28th, in The Lost Boy, Vanessa discovers a shocking truth about her boyfriend Scott. She learns he's the love child of Lily and Rufus. 29th, Vanessa battles it out against Blair for a chance to give a toast at NYU because she desperately wants to impress her mother. Olivia Burke gets chosen over both of them. 30th, Vanessa develops a friendship with Olivia, who also happens to be her college roommate, as Olivia enters a romantic relationship with Dan. 31st, Vanessa, Olivia, and Dan's threesome is the catalyst to Dan and Olivia's split, since Dan showed extra special attention to Vanessa in the heat of their three-way bedroom moment. 32nd, in an episode called Dr. Estrangeloved, Dan finds out that he was rejected by Tish's playwriting program because Vanessa snagged the only possible transfer spot from NYU. His jealousy was glaringly obvious. 33rd, in an episode called It's a Dad, 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 Dad World, Dan and Vanessa agree to date each other long distance so she can dip off to Haiti to film a documentary for an internship with CNN. 34th, Dan and Vanessa's long-distance relationship fails after Jenny sends in a Gossip Girl blast of Dan and Serena innocently in bed together. 35th, in Double Identity, Vanessa steps up to play a stepmommy role for Dan, who thinks he fathered a child with Georgina. Vanessa fully moves into the loft to help Dan out. 36th, in Goodbye Columbia, Vanessa leaves New York City to spend time with her family in Hudson after getting worn down by the drama on the Upper East Side. 37th, in The Witches of Bushwick, Vanessa teams up with Juliet Sharp and Jenny Humphrey to take Serena down. Their revenge plot lands Serena drugged up in a strange hotel room, even though Vanessa didn't realize Juliet was going to take it that far. 38th, in an episode called Gaslit, Vanessa gets exposed for her part in the revenge plot against Serena, and once again she runs away to Hudson to escape the wrath of Blair, Dan, and the rest of the Upper East Side crew. 39th, in While You Weren't Sleeping, Vanessa desperately tries to reconcile a friendship or relationship with Dan, but he aggressively rejects her and tells her there's no point in even trying to get his forgiveness. 40th. One of the last people Vanessa speaks to before her final exit from New York City was Charlie Rhodes in an episode called The Princesses and the Frog. Vanessa told Charlie she'd be leaving for good. 41st, in The Wrong Goodbye, Vanessa steals Dan's manuscript for his novel Inside and sells it to a publisher for $10,000 before she officially relocates to Barcelona. She forwarded the check to Dan once she received it. 42nd, Vanessa's moral compass is one of the reasons Gossip Girl fans get frustrated with her character arc, since she often came across as holier-than-thou and judgy. 43rd, Vanessa's disdain for wealth and conformity didn't mesh with the fact that she spent so much time surrounded by wealthy Upper East Siders. 44th, Vanessa's father, Arlo Abrams, was never introduced to viewers. 45th, Vanessa once confessed that she had sex with Chuck Bass twice while speaking to Dan Humphrey. 46th, Vanessa's relationship with Scott abruptly ended when he decided he wanted to move back to Boston. 47th, Vanessa and Jenny had somewhat of a sisterly friendship, until they both developed romantic feelings for Nate, which sort of butchered their friendship beyond repair. 48th, Vanessa went to an event with Nate Archibald and his wealthy family when he was dabbling with the idea of getting into politics with his cousin and grandfather. That event made her feel super out of place in Nate's world. It was great foreshadowing of the reality that their relationship was never going to work. 49th, in the Gossip Girl books, Vanessa attended Constance on a full-ride scholarship, but in the show, she was homeschooled through high school. 50th, in the finale of Gossip Girl, Vanessa is seen showcasing her reaction of shock and awe upon learning Gossip Girl's true identity. Tons of diehard Gossip Girl fans list Vanessa as their fave character from the show for a multitude of reasons, by the way. One person on social media wrote, "Vanessa is my favorite character, let's fight about it." For 3 seasons, she was a solid and consistent character. She was the moral compass of the entire show. It wasn't until late, when they made her make totally out-of-character actions, that she began to turn bad. She gets too much hate, and I'm here to defend her. Another viewer added, "So many characters did shiz that was worse than Vanessa, but she always gets bashed for her small mistakes. I love Vanessa regardless." What are your thoughts on Vanessa Abrams from Gossip Girl? Let us know in the comment section below.